and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Renegades and the Chargers. And with that, I want to welcome everybody into another edition of Monday Night Jai-Alai here in the Magic City, continuing on with our Spring 24 season. Ready to go quickly with our first match here. Second division doubles. Let's see the teams go. Sherry and Ben for the Renegades against Iturbide and Ubia of the Chargers. The first of 6 matches between these two teams. Ready to go. Stu, how you doing?
I'm well. Ready to begin. We're ready to begin our first match of the day. Go Sherry will have the serve for the Renegades. Go Sherry serves. We begin. Here's the backhand by Ubia. Robote. A rebound off the back wall played by Gauchetti. Ubia's there. Here's the backhand by Ben. Powerfully thrown. Robote again. That rebound off the back wall played to the inside. Backhand by Iturbide. Robote for Gauchetti. Ubia from the forehand at the 11 line. Powerfully thrown. Here's a backhand by Ubia. Robote, forehand by Gauchetti. Caught by Iturbide. Iturbide low and inside. Ben trying to get in there, will not make the play. First point of this match and of the day goes to Iturbide and Ubia of the Chargers. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first team to reach 6 points wins the set, and the first team to win 2 sets wins the match.
Chargers trying to put as much pressure on Ben as possible here in the backcourt. You know what Gauchetti's capable of up there in the front, and his shot-making ability. Got to get the ball into the backcourt when at all possible and on the bounce like they did there. Good job for the Chargers getting that first point.
Good catch by Ubia. Here's the backhand. Ben on the backhand from the 12 line. Ubia from deep in the backcourt. Ben lets it pass to the Robote, played by Gauchetti. Ubia advances. Backhand from the 9 line. Iturbide on the catch. Scoop by Iturbide. Powerful forehand follows, and Ben is there. Beautiful catch by Ubia up the wall at the 10 line. Karam caught the pad, and the pad is bad. That is 2 points for Iturbide and Ubia of the Chargers. Iturbide serves. Ben trying to kill it off there with a backcourt Karam.
Yeah, look at this.
Look at that beautiful catch by Ubia. Timing's just perfect on that.
You know, I like when Ben mixes those up, but maybe a little bit later in these matches, you know, when he starts to get the defense into a rhythm, he thinks that Iturbide can come back to the inside and then shoot an outside placement or a Karam a little bit early in the match and drop that one a little low.
Robote by Iturbide, caught on the forehand of Gauchetti. Sherry rifles it low and hard. It's tipped in the backcourt. Gauchetti and Ben are on the board with a point. Gauchetti serves for the Renegades.
There's some ridiculous power coming there from the right side of Gauchetti. And crossing deep in the backcourt, that's a tough scoop for anybody, especially at that speed. Gets the Renegades up on the board for the first point.
Fault under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Ubia, powerfully thrown. Robote for Gauchetti. The inside it goes. Iturbide cuts it off. Big backhand. Robote coming out. What a catch by Iturbide behind the 8 line. Robote for Gauchetti. the inside. Ubia for the rebote. Nicely played. Ubia catches it in the air. Here's the backhand. Ben's there. Backhand from the 12 line. Tremendous effort by Ubia. That ball's on the wall the whole way. We're all tied up, 2 points apiece. Gaucheri has the serve for the Renegades.
Getting that ball to cross again, deep into the backcourt. That was back close to the 13 line. Ubia got assessed on it. Just difficult to control when the ball's so close to the side wall.
Beautiful serve by Gaucheri. Nice catch and return by Ubia. Here's a backhand by Ben. Ubia's there. Backhand by Ben. Ubia on the catch. Backhand by Ben again. Ubia from the 12 line. Gaucheri back at the 11 line. Big backhand. Rebote kicking all the way out to the 4 line. Rifled from the forehand of Iturbide. Ben makes the catch. There's a backhand by Iturbide. Low runner. Stopped by Gaucheri. Below. Scoop by Iturbide. That return will score. Beautifully executed by Iturbide. The catch and the throw. 3 points for Iturbide and Ubia. Iturbide serves.
Iturbide's maybe the most improved player here in our spring 24 season.
Right now, there's no question about it. I mean, I was just thinking player of the day, and I remember he just got player of the day the other day, even though he was on a losing team in that effort. His effort just stood out so much more than anyone else.
He's been doing a bunch of damage with that left side, but you see starting to mix in the high carambola or the 3-wall play. Worked out very well for him there, hitting the cage.
There's a backhand by Ben. Rebote for Iturbide, right up the middle, caught by Gaucheri. Carom by Gaucheri, well played and scoring. Tied up, 3 points apiece. Gaucheri serves for the Renegades.
Yeah, just
a reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first team to reach 6 points wins the set. First to win 2 sets wins the match.
I was going to say, it looked like he was trying a little bit too hard to read Gaucheri and thought he was dropping it inside, and at the last second, we've seen Gaucheri on these caroms really open up towards the side wall. That's what he did right there. Caught Iturbide going the other way.
Here's the backhand by Ubia off a hard serve by Gaucheri. Great catch by Ben. Rebote forehand is missed. 4 points for the purple shirts. Iturbide and Ubia. Iturbide serves.
Yeah, not often you see a ball riding the side wall the entire length of the court. And that thing on the numbers from the 13 line all the way up to about the 6 or the 7 as Gaucheri tried to play that rebote.
Backhand by Ben, powerfully thrown. Rebote coming out. Rebote left side, rifle to the inside by Iturbide. Would be on the backhand. In and out of the cesta the ball goes. 5 points and a possible set point for the purple shirts. Iturbide serves for the Chargers.
He didn't have full control as he went to make that catch. Ball just falling out there at the last second. And this team for the Chargers, on paper, looked like they were going to be good to begin this season. And the way that Iturbide's played, big reason why they've had so much success.
In and out of the cesta the ball goes. Point and set for Iturbide. And Ubia of the Chargers winning the first set 6-3. We'll put a minute and a half on the board, come back out and play our second set. Well, I think it's safe to say that Gaucheri is going to come out in this next set firing.
I would think so.
Kind of like that end scene in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. That's probably, not something you're familiar with, right? Just lots lots of just bang, 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 bang. Here we are in the ESPN3 Players Cage. You see the victors of that first set there. Iturbide on the right hand, Ubia on the left side. Iturbide has had a spectacular 2024 season. Began with us in 2023. Been playing Jai-Alai for quite a long time, but getting used to this court. Been a bit of a challenge for him.
Yeah, and now that he's hit his stride, I mean, this team here, 4 wins and 2 losses through their first 6 matches. 6-0 with Bradley on the 4th Division doubles teams, and in singles, he's undefeated. So putting up some Hyro-like numbers here in the second group.
Oh, no, there's again, there's lots of nuances to the Magic City court. Different bounces, different sounds even, that affect the way you're going to go after the ball. And Gamedays definitely got them at this stage of 2024. About 10 seconds to go as we focus in on Ubia. Apparently has a really good tie on that cesta.
Yeah, he's still in there. But the thing is, for the Chargers, too, I mean, they didn't throw many shots either, and that's where Iturbide's been getting a bulk of his points is on that costado. You didn't see many of them there in that opening set, so Renegades have a lot of work to do here, and not Ben's best day so far in the backcourt. See if he can fix some of those catching woes in the first set and get back on track here in set number 2.
Gaucheri serves. Our second set has begun with an overserve. That's a first fault. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand and 7 line. Here's a catch by Ubia. There's the backhand. Big backhand by Ben. Robote coming out. Robote forehand rifled by Iturbide. Ubia, great catch at the 10 line. Big backhand. Robote left side by Gaucheri. Here's Ubia. Backhand, low and hard and caught by Gaucheri. Catch on the forehand of Ubia. Robote left side. It's a splitter. Caught in the air by Iturbide. He rifles it inside hard to score. First point, the second set goes to Iturbide and Ubia. Iturbide serves.
And not a good sign for the Renegades right there coming out. The first point is set number 2. Iturbide gets it on the costado, shoulder level throw on the left side of his body, forces Gaucheri to defend the 2-wall. Ben on an island there in the corner, just couldn't make that pickup. He's been struggling on the bounce so far today. That's another one.
Gaucheri picks a difficult serve. Split placement is read by Ubia. Ubia lets this one go. A little wild. Gaucheri fires the rebote. Ubia is not going to make the rebote. That is a point for Gaucheri and Ben. We're all tied up, 1 point apiece. So things got a little wild there. Did you notice?
Yeah, you know, Ubia wanted that forehand so badly. It kind of threw himself out of the point there. And threw his team out of it, too. I mean, they were in full control. And he was just out of position, scrambling into the backcourt there. Tied it up 1-1.
Perfect serve is an ace by Gaucheri that scores. 2 points for the orange shirts, Gaucheri and Ben. Gaucheri serves.
I mean, we're used to these serves, but these things are coming in fast. I mean, even maybe more zip than we're used to seeing. I mean, that thing is almost above the first panel crossing.
The wall. I mean, maybe a little lower would be better. But, I mean, that's all you can say about that. It's a perfect cross.
That's another one. And it's going to
In
score.
and out of the cesta, the ball goes. 3 points for Gaucheri and Ben. Gaucheri serves. See, and basically what happens here is the pressure starts increasing on the front quarter to step in front of one of these bullet serves and cut it off. Not all front quarters are comfortable.
I hope he's got good insurance.
Good point. Fault underserve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. And by not comfortable, I don't mean they're not comfortable with the speed, and that speed comes with Jai-Alai. It just may not be at the right angle. It may not be coming to their preferred side.
I mean, you got to react a second or less. Yeah, so not much time up there in the front. And to make a play, too.
What a catch by Ubia. Here's the backhand. Robote coming out. Ubia on the forehand from the 11 line. Hard throw to the inside. Gaucheri calls for the Robote. Catch by Ubia. Backhand from the 8 line. Excellent catch by Ben. Backhand, low and hard. Caught by Ubia. Ubia from the forehand. Taken in the air by Gaucheri. Here's Iturbide. Backhand from the 8 line to Ben. Backhand from the 12 line. Ubia in the air. Here's Ben on the backhand from behind the 12 line. A rebote. That rebound off the back wall comes out. Fired to the outside by Iturbide. Rebote inside. Caught by Ubia. Here's the backhand. Ball tipped. 4 points for Gaucheri and Ben. Gaucheri has a serve. So, I being an older school mentality type traditionalist, if this were tennis, I'd be looking for the wood tennis rackets kind of guy. Basically say, keep your feet on the ground.
Yeah.
Keep your feet. When you're running to make that catch, keep your feet on the ground. Some spectacular catches are made with players flying off the ground. But if you can keep your feet on the ground, it's just much more difficult to catch the ball while both feet are in the air.
Now look at this. Gaucheri, outside serve now.
Powerful forehand by Ubia. Ubia, tremendous catch on the left side. Big backhand, caught beautifully by Ben. Here's the backhand by Ubia. Iturbide, backhand, powerfully thrown to the inside. Gaucheri calls for it. Ubia on the forehand. Powerful right side to the inside. This one caught by Ben. Ben over the top. That ball missed by Iturbide. 5 points and a possible set point for Gaucheri and Ben. Gaucheri serves.
And after that first point, and the momentum has been with the Renegades. It started with Gaucheri's serve. They opened up a 3-1 lead, and it seems like Ubia's confidence a little bit shaken since that point. Another miss on the bounce, and now Iturbide, as you mentioned, maybe pushing a little bit up there in the front, trying to compensate and tip one.
Excellent serve by Gaucheri. This is a great catch by Ubia. Rebote coming out to the 7 line. What a scoop by Iturbide. He blasts the backhand. Rebote forehand. Catch by Iturbide. Winding up. Costello 2-all opens wide and scores. That is perfectly executed by Iturbide. Iturbide will take over the serve now for the Chargers. Still possible set point for Gaucheri and Ben.
Even Gaucheri was surprised at how much that thing opened up. I mean
that,
he doesn't get beat.
That hit the ground and exploded.
He doesn't get beat to the net very often, and that one not particularly close. What a 2-all that was. Keeps the set going.
Backhand by Ben, powerfully thrown. Rebote coming in low, back to the inside. Gaucheri has a great catch on the left side. Here's Ubia, backhand from the 12. Rebote for Gaucheri for the big bounce, brought down by Ubia. Ubia low and hard, caught beautifully by Ben in the backcourt. Ubia from the 10 line. Big bounce. Dropping. Gaucheri makes the save. Here's Ubia. Backhand to the inside. The low runner. Gaucheri for the rebote. He makes the save again. What a catch by Ubia. Controlled backhand. That's a great catch and return by Ben. Rebote forehand. Will score. 3 points for Iturbide and Ubia. Still possible set point for Gaucheri and Ben.
Well, Gaucheri playing so deep, it's difficult to blame Ben right there. I mean, he gave him about half a second notice, maybe even a quarter second notice on that ball, and just have to communicate more effectively. It's difficult for the backcourt when he typically plays so deep, and then the one time you need him, kind of stop doing that. Got to be consistent.
Ben on the catch. There's the backhand. Ubia, backhand from the 11 line. Catch in the backcourt. There's the forehand, caught by Gaucheri. Gaucheri rifles it inside. What a scoop by Ubia. Rebote for Gaucheri. Catch by Ubia. Ubia on the forehand, low and hard. Ben makes the catch on the forehand. Catch by Iturbide, backhand. Rifled and caught by Ben. Here's the backhand by Ubia. Rebote's up. Backhand by Ubia again. Ben's there, great catch at the 12 line. Rebote forehand. Cut off by Iturbide. Iturbide's 2-all. Will score. 4 points for Iturbide and Ubia. Gaucheri and Ben still with possible set point. Iturbide serves.
And this is a little bit surprising. You're going to see Gaucheri. I mean, it looks like he's there in plenty of time. Just took his eye off it and knocked it down. Thinking about ending the set. Now it's just a 1-point deficit. Things are getting awfully interesting.
Powerful, powerful serve by Iturbide, handled well by Ben. Iturbide takes it at the 9 line. There's the backhand. Ben from deep in the backcourt. Here's the backhand by Ubia. Robote cut off by Iturbide. Here's the backhand. Ben takes on the left side. Forehand by Ubia. Powerfully thrown. Robote for Gaucheri. Low and inside, and Ubia's there. Catch by Ubia. Backhand. Robote's on the sidewall. A tricky play. Here's Iturbide. Rifling it low, hard and inside. That will score. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now at 5-5. This is set point for Gaucheri and Ben of the Renegades. It is match point for Iturbide and Ubia. We talk about those dangerous leads all the time.
Yeah, 5-1, certainly not one of them. And it's usually Gaucheri the one that is coming back in these type of deficits, but today he's kind of let one slip away. Iturbide has been so much more aggressive in the second half of this set. Led to this run. This is it.
There's a catch by
my.
In and out of the cestic goes. That is point set and a hard-fought match and a tremendous comeback for Iturbide and Ubia of the Chargers. They take it 6-5 in second set.
Wow, coming all the way back, 5 straight points for the Chargers. We don't need a third set to decide this one. They earned the first 1.5 points of the day. Coming up next, third division doubles. Gonaga and Arta take on Zuleika and Bradley.
As soon as that high-lie ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Now let's take a look at that game day scoreboard. Chargers coming into today in first place, the Renegades in third, but keep in mind the game days played. The Renegades are at least two behind the top 2 teams up there. So still in terms of winning percentage, right there for a top 2 seed are these Renegades. Chargers, though, get the first points of the day. Iturbide and Ubia extend their winning streak to 3. Here they are, second division for the Chargers.
All right, Iturbide, Ubia, congratulations on winning that match. This is your second win in a row. How confident are you guys on this team right now?
Thank you. Extremely confident, actually, because I know that the 50% of the front court he's going to take care of, and actually he does well more over 50%. We saw it. He actually held against the best player on the roster, which is Gaucheri. He did his part, even more than that, and thanks to that, we were able to hold and get the win.
Iturbide, tell me, you're down 5-1 on that second set. What were you thinking about that whole time? Estaban debajo, estaban 5-1 en el segundo set. ¿Qué estaban pensando?
Bueno, al final ha sido una remontada difícil.
Then it was a really difficult
teníamos
match.
que querer y seguir luchando.
And you just have to believe and just keep fighting. Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. We'll see what else happens.
Chargers.
Thank you, Chargers.
And we thank Iturbide and Ubia. Let's quickly introduce the third division doubles matchup here for the Renegades. We have Gonaga and Arta, and the Chargers, it's Zuleika and Bradley, ready to go with our second match of the day. There's a serve by Gonaga. Our second match has begun. Backhand to the inside. Here's Gonaga, hard throw. This one passes both chargers. Zulaika on the move. Forehand rebote, play to the inside. Here's Gonaga. Zulaika cuts it off, big backhand. There's Arta ranging back at the 11 line. Keeps it to the inside. Bradley, nice catch right on the side wall. Bradley goes up for another one on the hop, brings it in on the right side, tries to drop it between them. Gonaga backs up. Nice play up high on the left side. This one drops between the Renegades. Gonaga calls him off on the rebote. He makes the save. Gets by Zulaika. Here's Bradley from the backcourt. Gonaga digs another one out. Ball is floating. Bradley just did get up there. Hard forehand. Arta backtracks back to the 12 line. Hard throw. Here's Bradley now on the forehand. Arta on the right side. Into the corner again. Zulaika, nice rebote save. Close to the sidewall. Good catch by Gonaga. Hard backhand pass. Beautiful rebote. Cutting to the inside, and it scores. First point of our second match goes to Zulaika and Bradley.
I have to say, some standout play by Bradley there. Again, one of those nuanced balls that I was talking about before. It'll hit one of the corners on the front wall, which takes a little juice out of the ball. It's something that you basically hear. It doesn't exist elsewhere in Jai-Alai. And Bradley knew to move up on the ball. Made a very good catch on the forehand.
That serve was dropping. Arta got up to it before the second bounce. Bradley now crouching in the corner. Hard forehand. Here's Gonaga. Left side, stopped in the air. Bradley just beyond the 11 line. A little low runner. Gonaga runs around it, keeps it on the left side. There's the backhand. Pulled in by Zulaika. Arta now just beyond the 10. Hard throw, stopped by Bradley. Here's Arta from the 12 line. Keeps it to the inside. Bradley pulls it in just beyond the 11. Hard throw coming up the middle. Arta again, right off the floor, made the play. Zulaika digs out the rebote. Gonaga advances up on the forehand, blasts it inside. What a catch. Zulaika took it right off the side wall. Bradley now, backhand, low and hard. Gonaga steps in there to cut it off. This one, not going to be out of reach of Bradley. Nice play from deep in the backcourt. Arta from the forehand. Plays it inside. Zulaika aggressively on the right side. Powerful throw passes. Gonaga on the rebote, makes a save. Here's Zulaika on the costado. Inside placement with a big bounce. That one scores. 2 points for the Chargers to begin this match.
Again, the communication part of the Chargers between Zulaika and Bradley seems pretty much well spot on. Zulaika knew that he had to go for that one. That was coming in hard on the left side. It appeared that he'd catch behind him. That would have been a very difficult catch for Bradley.
Arta again advances on the serve. Low running backhand to the inside. Bradley out of the way. Zulaika digs out the rebote. Gonaga on the forehand, blasts it low and hard. Zulaika lines it up perfectly, makes the catch. Here's the backhand. This one launched into the corner. Oh, the Magic City bounce. Bradley stays with it. Gonaga now. High coast out to the inside. Bradley went for it, just knocked it down. That's a point for Gonaga and Arta. They're on the board.
Tough when they're coming from that high. If you let it go, Bradley didn't hear Zulaika call him off of it, so going for it in the air, just a missed ball there on the left side. Gonaga will take over the serve. Let's see what he does.
Gonaga from the left side, big backhand. Forehand Rebote coming up the middle. Taken in overhead by Goenaga. High coasty inside. Crossing. Bradley's got it on the forehand. Arta blasts this backhand. Bradley going up. Just missed it. Renegades tie it up. 2-2.
Bradley again high and on the left side. Not his preferred area to make that catch. Well thrown. And scoring.
Goenaga from the left side up at the 8 line. Backhand. Crossing. Bradley lines it up. Here's Goenaga from the 8. Another backhand. This one out of Bradley's reach. Rebote's coming out. Zulaika powers it over the top to the inside. Here's Arta. Bradley now on the forehand. Drops inside. Goenaga pulls it off the side wall. Zulaika now, forehand Rebote. Goenaga to the inside, Zulaika reaching. Ball was ruled tipped. 3 points, 3 straight for Goenaga and Arta. They now lead it.
Looked like Zulaika going in for the scoop had contact with the ball. Bradley tying into his cesta. Bradley, one of the players who likes a particularly tight tie. Would it be better to say to have it tied tightly? Think about that one, will you?
We'll get back to you.
Yeah, get back to me on that one for the next broadcast.
Three-2 lead here for the Renegades. Bradley opens up with the backhand. This thing's launched. Goenaga comes back for the Rebote. Good reach by Zulaika into the carom. That lands
Tremendous play.
And scores. Very well thrown. We're tied up 3-3.
Tremendous play. Zulaika's got shots on both sides. He's got forehand, backhand, Costalo. Caught that one behind him. Particularly difficult catch. The fact that he turned it into a scoring point, impressive.
Arta keeps his serve on the left side. Backhand dropped in the corner. Zulaika calls him off on the Rebote. Powerfully thrown high off the front wall. Here's Arta backhand. Here's Bradley pulling it in up at the 11 line. Goenaga low and hard. Zulaika's got it into the 2 wall. Stopped by Goenaga. Great defense. Forehand coming back across. That's going to land and open up to score.
Tremendous effort by Goenaga, stopping that 2 wall, throwing back a ball that could not be returned. That was absolutely perfectly placed by Goenaga.
Goenaga, forehand play to the inside. Bradley reaching up high. Low hard throw. Bradley now, hand on the wall from the 13. Blasted over the top. This drops between them. Good catch by Arta. Sidearm play. Good catch by Zulaika. He lines it up off the side wall. Backhand comes to Arta. Arta now at the 11 line. Big backhand wall to wall. Zulaika powers the Rebote. Stopped again. Here's Arta. Cutting to the inside, Zulaika powers it. To Arta again, backhand. Bradley now over the 11. This one opens up, and it's tipped. 4-4 is the score. Chargers serve. Whip to the inside. Bradley crouching down.
Wow.
What a scoop. Here's
What a
Arta
catch.
from the 9 line. Low running backhand. Pulled in
What a
by
catch
Bradley again. Arta now from the left side at the 12 line. This one drops at the feet. And he lets that one come out. And Zulaika turns to Rabote. Goenaga backing up. He scooped it up. Low runner crossing. Bradley lines it up again. Goenaga from the 9 line. There's a backhand. Stopped overhead by Bradley from the 12 line. Got to get past Arta. Rabote, forehand. Played inside. Arta on the bounce. Good pickup. Forehand Rabote coming up the middle. Zulaika runs around it. Has it on the left side. There's a backhand. Arta advances. Low runner crossing. Bradley out of the way. Zulaika, there's a forehand Rabote. Goenaga now. Costi cut off in the air by Zulaika. What a read. Zulaika on the inside. Another backhand. Kicking. Stop on Arta. Not a lot on that Rabote. Zulaika pushed it outside. Arta lines it up. Forehand. Catching a few walls. Bradley stops it on the right side. Forehand coming up the middle. Here's Goenaga. Goenaga into the carom. That's low. Zulaika and Bradley jump out ahead 5-4. They have a possible set point.
Fortunately, the ball moves so fast that Goenaga doesn't know how close he came to getting hit. That ball just, he moved out of the way just as that ball was crossing his body. That, given, I'm going to say there was probably at least 2-3 feet, which sounds like a lot, but with a ball that's moving that fast, that's not a lot of room.
What a catch. Goenaga cuts off the serve, whips it inside. Bradley, forehand Rabote. Oh, that kicked wide. We are tied up at 5-5. This is set point. Ball missed off the serve. The ace ends it in favor of the Renegades, 6-5.
Tough loss.
Minute and a half up on the board. We'll come back and play set 2.
Reminder the scoring here in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. The first team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. That one went as close as you can go, 5-5 in the first set. Here we are in the ESPN3 Players Cage. Players come back here to take their breaks, get prepared for either the upcoming match or in between sets. There you have most of the Renegades squad. So Zulaika took it. They were clearly playing Bradley, and
Yes.
but Bradley's catching was spectacular. Yes, I understand he missed that last catch, but Bradley made some of those very difficult catches that we see him making in the practices.
Sure. Over in the corner,
Yeah,
cross
just
deep
doing-
in the backcourt, and
Just doing a great job.
he's staying with him nicely today. And again, just not much separating these two teams. That last serve, just so well placed to end it.
There you go with Zulaika on the right-hand side of the screen. Bradley there on the left. Tremendous play by both players. Zulaika took a little bit of time to warm up. I got to say, Bradley backing him up there. Some great catching. Very well. Very well done.
6-5 in favor of the Renegades in set number 1. The first of 2 matches between these third division doubles teams. See if we have a third set to decide it. Zulaika and Bradley will have the serve coming out for set 2.
Watch Bradley finish tying his cesta. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City League Fronton in Miami, Florida. Currently in our second of 6 scheduled matches for the day.
And pick serve. What a scoop there by Bradley up at the 11 line. Arta now from the left side. Zonaga ducks. This drops between the Chargers. Zulaika has the rebote. Keeps it to the inside where it scores. First point of our second set goes to Zulaika and Bradley.
Have to imagine that Zulaika got warmed up at the end of that set, will come out firing. Goenaga looking to cut off the serve. Does that actually quite well. Arta back here saying the ball took a little bit of a wonky bounce, which we do see frequently. By wonky, I mean unpredictable.
Forehand back to the inside. Here's Zulaika, backhand, kicking up and out. Rebote dug out by Goenaga. Here's Bradley advancing. Up on the forehand, played to the inside. Arta, ball missed. That's 2 points for Zulaika and Bradley.
Keeping the ball closer to the inside, more effective when you're throwing it. More difficult to catch that ball the closer you are to the side wall or when it's coming off the rebote.
Outside serve. Arta runs under it. Forehand back over the top. Here's Bradley. Bradley drops it to the inside. It's tipped off the side wall. 3 points for the Chargers.
So Zulaika changing things up there just a little bit. Outside serve. Very well done.
Bradley, ball miss there in the corner. Renegades get on the board here in the second set. Bradley stands in there, takes a serve on the left side. This one opens up. Goenaga digs out the rebote on the back end. Bradley advances on the forehand. Hard throw into the corner, catching 3 walls. Goenaga makes a save. Here's Bradley on the inside. Hard throw again, dropping low. Goenaga's there to cut it off. Bradley from the 11 line, big backhand. This one pushed outside. Goenaga on the rebote, played inside. Bradley in on the wall from the 12 line. Stopped overhead by Goenaga, nice catch. Zulaika does the same, coming cross court. Here's Arta from the left side at the 10 line. Low running backhand on the wall and crossing. Bradley's got another one. Goenaga high to the inside. Bradley lines it up at the 11. Big backhand now. This one passes. Rebote left side to the inside. Zulaika comes cross court. He cuts it off. Our backhand there by Arta. Clears the overhead screen. Zulaika powers it low and hard. Arta scooped it up. Ball tipped off the side wall. That's 2 quick points for the Renegades. Deficit's just 1.
That ball was coming fast. I mean, we see a lot of that, but that ball was coming particularly fast. Bradley just missed that. I have to say, I'm particularly impressed with Bradley's catching here. Of all the players on the court right now, Bradley has the least professional and just highlight experience. Started with the original Magic City program back in 2018. Look who he's on the court with. Impressive.
Bradley lines it up. There's a backhand from the 11 line. Pushed outside. Arta runs under it. Forehand. Dropping low. That kicked up. Bradley's got it. High coasty inside. Bradley back it up. He scooped it up at the 12 line. Here's Goenaga again. Long 2 wall. Stopped by Zulaika. Zulaika from the outside. Hard forehand. Will score. 4 points for the Chargers. 2-wall by Arta.
Wow.
Shot from the 9 line
Wow.
to score. What a shot there coming up from the backcourt. That's 3 points. Renegades serve.
Wow. That is like literal definition of a guy who brings a gun to a knife fight.
Zulaika stands in there for the serve, powers it inside. What a scoop by Arta. Low running backhand. Bradley's got a scoop of his own. Arta out of the way. Goanaga, left side Rabote with a big bounce. Controlled by Bradley. Bradley from the left side, backhand, stopped in the air by Arta. This one opens up. Goanaga digs it out just above the pad. Here's Bradley. Bradley from the 10. Goanaga, high 2-wall, caught up overhead. Zulaika couldn't let that one go. What a save on the back end by Arta. Point still going here. Here's a backhand inside, Bradley. This one high and hard to pass. Here's the Rabote left side. High off the front wall. Zulaika, great catch behind him. Arta steps up, he's got that one low, hard backhand. Here's Bradley now. Arta on the right side. This one comes across to the middle of the court. Bradley's got another one. High, hard forehand, 3-wall play. Goanaga digs out the Rabote. Fall down save, big bouncer. Bradley's got another one. Hard throw. In 3-wall play. Goanaga just keeps it up the middle. That opened up. Bradley from the outside, good range. Another fall down save by Goanaga. Bradley on the inside, just beyond the 11. Keeps it inside. Goanaga's there. Backhand. Drops between them. Zulaika's got the Rabote. Goanaga faked the carom, put it inside. Bradley now from the backcourt, high off the front wall. Goanaga's there again between the 8 and 9. Delivers the backhand to the left side of Bradley. Arta now runs around it. His backhand, higher and harder. Rabote powered inside. Arta calls him off, and that Rabote is missed. 5 points for Zulaika and Bradley. They have a possible set point, looking to force a third set.
You know, this has been such a hard-fought match. I can't even imagine what a third set would look like. I mean, I can, but all 4 players looking a little on the tired side. Arta with that phenomenal save. Bradley with his consistent catching. Goanaga cutting balls off in the front court. Zulaika with the power. Well, this would be an interesting third set if we get there.
Arta, Costado to the outside. Zulaika now. Costado 2-wall is too wide. 4 points for the Renegades.
I don't know if Arta hooked that or I believe we call that thrown with reckless abandon. Emphasis on reckless.
Yeah, I was not expecting the ball to be thrown that direction. When
No.
he winded it. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit surprising. Rabote coming up the middle. Bradley on the bounce from the right side. Hard throw. Cut off by Goanaga. There's a backhand by Zulaika. Arta right on the sidewall. Pulls it in. There's a backhand. Bradley now. That one dug out by Goanaga. Here's Zulaika. Splitter. Scoop is missed. We are going to a third and decisive set coming up in a minute and a half.
Such
Mike and Bradley, 6-4.
Such aggressive play by all the players. We are going into the break in between sets, minute 30 seconds. Players go back to the ESPN 3 players cage. You see them coming in now. Phenomenal set there by Bradley and Zulaika. Communication has just been excellent. Other side, you see the orange shirts, the Renegades.
Well, you mentioned communication for the Chargers, Stu. I mean, just 1-4 through their first 5 matches this season, and there's a longer, lankier backcourt in Bradley. Not necessarily the easiest of guys to play with, but you noted how well they're moving together today. Zuleika staying up in the front, Bradley playing his role in the back, and more of a real traditional highlight team, and it's working out much better for him.
100%. There's absolutely no question about it. This is arguably the best that I've ever seen Bradley play. And again, I'll point out that look at the experience of Zuleika, look at the experience of Goanaga, look at the experience of Arta. I mean, they're players with 10-plus years of professional highlight experience, meaning 15-plus years of total highlight experience. And Bradley never touched a cesta before January of 2018. I couldn't be more proud of him.
I mean, when he's been healthy, every season he's delivered.
Absolutely.
Good to see him back here behind 2 very good front quarters this year. It's been a good season so far for Bradley. Chargers need it today. These are 2 contending teams, and you never know how these early season game days affect we get towards the playoffs there in May.
There you see him tying into his cesta. Hand sits flat on top of that wicker basket. That leather glove just goes over the fingers, over the top of the hand. The only thing holding that hand in there is that long tie. Some players like it tighter than others. One thing you don't want is that thing flying off when you throw the ball.
Well, you mentioned how the tightness of the cesta tie there. That's a unique thing. You kind of wrapped it around the and then tied it again.
As we discussed.
Did I see that correctly?
You did see that correctly. There's no one way.
Wow.
There's probably about 4 or 5 different ways, with then subtle variations on top of that on how to tie a cesta.
I like that. May have to test that out myself. Third set between these 2 teams, 3rd division doubles. Goanaga and Arta have the serve. Zuleika and Bradley ready to receive. Third set. There's the serve. Plays underway. This one comes up the middle. Bradley on the bounce. Forehand. High hard play. Catches 3 walls. Goanaga makes a rebote save. Bradley now from the 10 line. Hard forehand. Here's Goanaga to dig it out. Zuleika aggressively moving up on it. Just missed the catch.
That ball was, so you always try to catch the ball in front of you. Behind, when you start trying to catch the ball behind you, very difficult to catch. In that case, that ball seemed like it was dying just a little bit. Like the footwork stopped probably about 3-4 inches before where it needed to set up a coherent catch there on the left side.
Here's Bradley, backhand. To the inside, Goanaga from the 8. Hard throw, stopped overhead, nice catch. Hard backhand, got away from him. That's up in the overhead screen and out of play.
Bradley, you heard the yell when it left his cesta. He knew that was going too high to the front wall. Again, trying to throw it wall to wall, getting it past your opponents, just hit too high. Here's the backhand by Bradley. Catch by Goanaga. Carom by Goanaga scores. 3 points for Goanaga and Arta. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we're experiencing technical difficulty behind the scene with the scorekeeping. We'll get back to play in just a moment. Score is accurate, 3-0. Gonaga and Arta are serving.
Forehand rebote, low and hard. Here's Arta on the bounce. Backhand. That ball's into the pad, and the pad is bad. That's 4 straight for Gonaga and Arta. Here in our third and decisive set. Rebote left side. Zulaika lets that one pass Bradley from the 11 line. Hard throw. Pulled in by Arta. Arta now from the 11 line. There's a backhand. Bradley out of the way. Zulaika, forehand rebote. Gonaga puts it up the middle. Zulaika scooped it up. Faked the carom. Goes to the outside. What a grab by Arta. Overhead, no look. Bradley now backed up to the glass. Forehand to the inside. Drops between them. Here's Gonaga on the rebote. Bradley crouches down, puts it over the top to the inside. Gonaga, another good pickup up there in the front court. Low runner, scoop attempt, missed. Zulaika and Bradley get up on the board here in our third set.
There'll be no shutout. We have seen a comeback earlier today in our first match of the day.
Gonaga's got the serve, whips it inside. Bradley scooped it up. Comes out to the middle of the court. Gonaga again, keeps the pressure on. Another one coming in. That one tipped.
Gonaga doing a good job of targeting Bradley. Bradley's been making some fantastic catches, but down on a knee or down crouching, trying to make a catch on the right side with the back wall about 6-8 inches behind you. Tough, tough, tough catch to try to make.
Possible match point for Gonaga and Arta of the Renegades.
Ball seems to have a little crack in it, or a crack in the skin. Checking with the chief judge. Chief judge says it's good to go if you're happy with it.
Nice catch overhead. Here's Gonaga. Powerful throw to the inside. Zulaika comes back for the rebote. Digs it out. Gonaga on the forehand. Whips it to the inside. Bradley caught that one low. Gonaga reaching again up on the forehand to carom. Stopped by Zulaika, but his offhand grabbed the net. That's going to end it. Point, set, and match. Gonaga and Arta take it in 3 sets, winning the final set 6-1. Renegades able to tie up the game day. Chargers went out ahead first, 1.5, courtesy of Iturbide and Ubia. Gonaga and Arta tie things up, 1.5 per team. Up next, 5th Division doubles. Joseph and Aratz take on El Barba and Benny. There's that game day scoreboard all tied up, reflecting the win. Gonaga and Arta just a few moments ago. We mentioned a little bit of a separation in terms of the points remaining for these top 3 teams. The Chargers are 3 game days ahead of the Renegades coming into today, so that three game day gap will remain. Renegades and Warriors, just one game day separating those two teams. So you see there 39.5 points, 31.5 for the Renegades. We're going to hear from winning team Goanaga and Arta of the Renegades. There they are, third division.
All right, Goanaga Arta, congratulations on winning that match. This is your second win of the season. How do you plan on staying consistent and moving forward?
Thank you. Practice, that's all. Keep practicing. When we don't play, we come together and practice. So that's about it. That's all.
Yeah, like he said, we have been practicing, and that's all we do, practice.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. We'll see what else happens in today's game days.
Thank you.
Go Renegades.
And let's introduce the two teams coming up next. Fifth division doubles. We heard them. Let's see them. Joseph and Arats for the Renegades, and Albarba and Benny for the Chargers. This season, Albarba and Benny 3-3, 500 through their first 6 matches. This Joseph and Arta team 3-2. There's 5 matches played. Ready to go with match 3. Joseph and Arats will have the serve.
Joseph serves, we begin. With an underserve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Benny on the catch, backhand, thrown powerfully. Robote left side, split placement, picked up on the bounce by Benny. Cortada by Benny from the backcourt, bounces twice before it's caught. Well thrown. Albarba and Benny first up on the board for the Chargers here in our third match.
Yeah, really smart throw. In these matches, I mean, Arats likes to protect the Robote, plays a little bit deeper. Smart throw there by Benny, forcing him to step up. Couldn't get there before the second bounce.
Arats on the catch. Here's the backhand, powerfully thrown. Robote coming out. Albarba's on it. Mid-court placement. Good catch by Benny. Benny, hard throw to the feet of Arats. What a scoop off the side wall by Arats. Scoop by Benny. Backhand. Robote coming out. Arats keeps it on the forehand. Lays it back. Caught by Benny at the 10 line. Another cortada by Benny. This one caught. Arats on the catch. Backhand. Robote forehand by Benny. Arats is there. Backhand from the 9 line. Ball hit the overhead screen. 2 points for Albarba and Benny. Albarba serves.
Need a lot of lower, harder forehands coming in from Benny today. This be a part of the strategy for the Chargers. Again, just forcing Arats to step up, get him out of position, and when you do so right there, maybe he can miss a throw. Backhand got away from him, sent up well on the overhead screen. He's so comfortable back there from the 11th line to the back wall that you get him anywhere. Might see some misses.
Ace for Albarba. 3 points for Albarba and Benny. He serves.
How about that serve? I mean, right where you want it. Low, crossing the sidewall, forcing Arats to move up. Very difficult to time it up.
Really well done. Here's the backhand by Arats. Benny goes to the corner.
Wow, just got it off.
Drop shot. Benny takes off, so does Albarba. Albarba gets there. Backhand to pass. What a great catch by Arats. Good catch by Benny. Benny to the left side of Arats. Arats backhand to the inside. Benny's there. Benny winding up. Costado to the forehand of Arats. Benny on the catch at the 7 line. He goes deep. Arats looks for the Robote. To the inside it goes. Big bounce. Stopped by Benny. Four points for Albarba and Benny of the Chargers. Albarba serves.
And Benny mixing in a backhand 2-all right there. Smart time to throw it. Joseph not really into this match yet. Trying to get him involved, just couldn't scoop that one up.
Here's the backhand. Catch by Benny. Benny from the forehand. Elbarba, Rebote. Aratz runs all the way up to the 4 line. Split placement stopped by Benny. Benny will just put this inside. Juice is going to take off. Juice made it.
Oh, almost.
It fell just short. Tremendous effort by number 10, Juice, to try to save that play. That's 5 points and a possible straight set point for Elbarba and Benny.
Again, the Renegades kind of conceding the point. There was no safe way for Aratz to get back into a defensive position to stop that ball. Joseph was really the only one running to the outside. It's a tough Rebote, and he almost got it.
I was about to say, concede. Joseph does not know concede. Joseph threw himself on the ground, and I'll tell you, just a couple inches higher would have had a good play on that ball. Good effort by Joseph.
Yeah, he recognized where his back quarter was, and the back quarter's in front of you. Take off and try to make a play. He did just that.
As we said before, some players will leave their cesta tied throughout most of the match. Other players will tie it in between sets. Sometimes in between points if it comes loose. Elbarba finishing tying into the cesta. No, that's not some type of deformity. He's got his ball in the back pocket. Splitter. Stopped by Elbarba. Drop shot by Elbarba. Stopped by Juice. Juice keeps this ball in play. Here's Benny. Benny from the 11 line. Sidearm carom. Stopped by Aratz. Carom by Aratz. Stopped by Benny, but Benny overruns it. There will be no shutout. Joseph and Aratz are on the board with a point. Joseph serves.
Great effort defensively. Benny almost got to it. Recognized that Aratz had him trapped inside. Went with the carom. Almost backfired. Get the Renegades up on the board, though. See if they can get any momentum started.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and the 7 line. Here's the backhand by Aratz. Benny makes the catch. Here's the backhand. Rebote coming out. Elbarba's on it. Catch by Aratz. Splitter by Aratz. Scores. 2 points for Joseph and Aratz of the Renegades. Joseph serves.
Splitter doing exactly as he intended it to do. Split both chargers. Elbarba trying to make a play to his left. Benny unable to sprint out there and make a catch on the right side. Such a smart throw. You throw it to the corner, a good pace, good things tend to happen. That opened up as a 2-all. Keeps the set going.
Here's the backhand by Benny. Rebote for Aratz. Plays it from the 7 line. Benny takes it in the air, winds up. Coasty inside, caught by Aratz. Backhand. Rebote forehand by Benny. Aratz from the left side, winding up. 2-all is in. 3 points for Joseph and Aratz. Joseph serves.
And the way that Aratz winding up that throw, it looked like he was going to throw more of a splitter, but it actually opened up more than he anticipated it.
Well, the way we saw in the last match, them keeping it to Bragley, you got to do something to keep it away from Aratz. Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. There's the backhand by Benny. Rebote coming out. Benny makes the catch. Here's the backhand. Aratz for the Rebote at the 7 line. Catch by Benny. Joseph got there, just unable to make the play. Point, a hard-fought set for El Barba and Benny. Winning the first set 6-3. We'll put a minute and a half on the board, come back out, and play our next set.
Oh, that was an interesting throw to end it.
Cut back to the inside.
Yeah.
Here we are in the ESPN 3 players cage.
I'm just thinking through the physics of that, Stu. So what it...
Spin to the ball.
Right. Was that sidewall first?
That part I don't know.
Yeah, that's what
that part, I don't remember that
wow.
far back.
I mean, that ball stayed well to the inside. Even Aratz was a little bit fooled. And hey, I think that was the intent by Benny. Caught both players scrambling. Juice got assessed on it again. Couldn't turn it. 6-3 in favor of the Chargers.
And we definitely don't want to upset the sports fans by talking about physics.
That's a big part of the game.
Imagine if you were in your living room and all of a sudden it became a physics conversation.
I just want to know what wall that ball touched first. That was... had everybody fooled.
Here we have a replay. See the focus of Benny. Great catch there on the left side. Backhand, 2-all.
And you can get that bounce like right at just in front of the feet. Yeah. Having to take that on the short hop, that's a tough play. For
I mean, he can catch that in the air, but taking it off the bounce.
Yeah.
Sidearm carom.
Another one.
You know, Barba just getting out of the way. Good grab there by Aratz. Carom by Aratz. Benny had a good read on this. Oh, it was in his cest and everything. Well, it was a bobble, but...
Yeah, just ran out. Yeah, you see, that's kind of the bobble motion. Just ran out of space, actually. And then you see here, Aratz was expecting that to open up. It sticks inside, and Joseph, he got it.
That's a tough one.
Not enough to reach the front wall. 6-3, first set. Ready to go with set number 2. Renegades have the serve.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our second set. Joseph will have the serve for the Renegades. There's the backhand by Benny. Here's the catch and return by Aratz. Big backhand by Benny. Rabote coming out. El Barba's attempt at the drop shot hit the pad, and the pad is bad. First point of the first set goes to Joseph and Aratz. Joseph serves.
Yeah, getting a little too cute with that drop shot. He winded up like a full forehand and then tried to cut off the swing. And if you don't keep the speed up and you cut off too much power, the ball's not going to reach the front wall. That's what happened right there. Dropped it into the pad, and the pad is bad.
Here's a catch by Benny. Backhand from the 10 line. Rabote coming way out. Joseph for the Rabote. Right to the inside. Benny's there. Benny on the backhand. Wall to wall. Rabote's coming way out. Aratz at the 4 line. 2-all. Stopped by El Barba. El Barba knowing the pass. Beautifully thrown. Joseph comes up with the Rabote save. Benny on the hop makes the catch. 3-wall play. Read perfect by Aratz. What a catch by Benny. Benny throws this one up the middle. Aratz gets in there. Split placement stopped by Benny. Benny from the forehand going for it again. Joseph is there, but he cannot make the play. Such smart highlight played by all 4 of those players. Tremendous court positioning. This point goes to El Barba and Benny. We're tied up 1-1.
Really a great throw by El Barba. Thought it was going to end the point, but Joseph, the presence of mind to get back in there.
El Barba's court positioning as far as his throw. Throw the ball where your opponent's not. Aratz's ability to get there and make 2 phenomenal catches. Benny's ability to read and get there in time to make the catch. Just all beautiful.
Perfect throw to close it out, too.
Here's the backhand by Aratz. Catch by Benny. Big backhand by Benny. A little too hard. That hit the overhead screen. 2 points for the orange shirts. Joseph and Aratz. Joseph serves.
A little bit of pressure on Benny to pass and take Aratz out of it. Gave that one a little bit too much. Sent it higher and up in the overhead screen.
Here's the backhand by Benny. Backhand by Aratz. Rebote. Rebote forehand by Elbarba. Rebote forehand by Benny. Catch and the return by Aratz on the left side. Rebote forehand by Benny, trying to pass. He does. Aratz makes the save. Big bounce. Stopped by Benny at the 5 line. Big right side. Aratz gets in there to make the rebote. Passes. Elbarba catches it in the air. Perfect positioning. He passes. Rebote for Aratz. Low and inside. Benny's there. Benny whips it from the left side. It scores. We're all tied up. 2 points apiece. Elbarba has the serve for the Chargers.
Maybe a little bit more to the middle of the court than Benny would have wanted on that costado, but still very effective. Dropped it lower. Aratz couldn't get there in the air and just tipped it.
Fault underserve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Rebote forehand. Benny makes it on the forehand. Right side. There's the backhand. Rebote forehand by Benny. Rebote coming out. Aratz makes the save. Benny moves in. He's at the 5 line. Low and hard. Aratz takes it in the air and returns it. A floater. Rebote, left side by Benny. Coasting to the inside. Scoop by Benny. Benny's 2-all. Out. Three points for Joseph and Aratz. Joseph serves.
Yeah, second point in a row that Benny's kind of going with that underhand costado type shot and
not working.
Yeah, coming out to the more middle court than he really wants. You got to aim more to the inside.
I understand they could potentially change the spin, but
yes,
that I totally understand what he's trying to do, but especially on 2 walls, you don't want it spinning up. Beautiful scoop by Aratz. There's the backhand. Rebote forehand by Benny. It passes. Rebote left side, powerfully thrown by Aratz. Rebote 2-all. Joseph is there. Light touch. Elbarba is there. Powerful throw, crossing the side wall. Aratz makes the save. It's a 2-all. And that's out before Elbarba touched it. Three points for Elbarba and Benny. Elbarba serves.
It was called out. Oh. Looks like the Renegades are going to give this one a challenge here, which, again, the ball was ruled out, so this would be a replay of the point if the ball was ruled in upon replay review. We'll take a look here when we get a good view of it. Elbarba was there, but he tipped the ball after the whistle blew. So ball was called out in the event that replay says that the ball was, in fact, in, and the call needs to be reversed. We will just replay the point. So we'll see right here. Oh my! That the last two we've had so are close, but that looks like a little white on red there. If you're asking,
there's a shine there that makes it hard to see.
Yeah, there is the reflection of the cesta, but that.
Oh no! Wait, you see that line come up?
I think I see a little white on red there.
Yeah, it does touch the line a
there's
little bit. That's out.
There's no way that you can overturn that
That's
and
out.
say that the ball was 100% in. I don't think.
No
with
way.
that look.
That's
well,
out.
Well, we're going to get another look here, a little bit closer to the floor. Look at this. You guys are. I mean, we're getting it right in the view here.
Any contact with the line is out. And that,
Man, oh
that's
man,
out.
yeah. I mean, you see just right,
out.
just a piece of that ball is on the line. I'll tell you what. That is a heck of a call on the floor by the back judge. He was screened by Elbarba.
The call stands. Ball was out. Scores 3-3.
And screened by Elbarba. I mean, you can see him in the back view right there, trying to get a look, moving his head around him. Called it correctly on the floor. That's going to stick. 3-3. Scores correct. Point stays with the Chargers, and the Renegades lose their challenge for the rest of the game day.
And the ball decided to take a little vacation. Actually, no, it's
Ball
actually,
wanted to,
it slipped behind one of the pads.
check out a replay or two.
Little difficult to see. Doesn't like the attention of the replay. It's a lot of pressure if you're the ball. Here's the backhand by Rotz. Good catch by Benny. Benny from the back wall. Catch by Rotz. Here's the backhand by Rotz. That takes off. Rebote coming out. Elbarba on the rebote. He was going for the drop shot off the rebote. Placed it inside. That fell and hit the pad. The pad is bad. That's a point for the Renegades. In orange, Joseph and Rotz. Joseph serves.
Yeah, second time in this set, just giving away a point, just trying to be a little bit too cute. I mean, one time on a forehand trying to throw a drop shot. And then there on the rebote, I mean, that's a play that he can return 100% of the time.
The beginning of Battle Court season, he was landing those.
He's right.
Just he hasn't been for the last couple weeks. Illegal carom serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line.
And the ball must make contact with the front wall first. So if the ball makes contact with the side wall first, which was the call there, counts the same as a missed serve. Second serve coming up.
Elbarba picks a serve. Hard to the inside. Aratz is there. Aratz to the inside. Benny's there. Here's the backhand. Powerfully thrown, taking off. Aratz coming all the way to the 3 line. Throws a 2-all that scores. My, oh my. Aratz got aggressive. They're at 5 points. Joseph has the serve. Look at Aratz here. Just bam, 2-all.
I mean, it's so well thrown.
Right in between Joseph and Elbarba. Elbarba would have had to have scooped that.
Yeah, if Elbarba was a little bit closer to the net and backed up a little bit, I mean, that came up on him so quickly he couldn't get it off.
Fault. That's a missed serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Elbarba picks a serve. Hard throw. Aratz is there. Benny, fantastic catch back at the 11 line. Big backhand takes off and hits the overhead screen. That is point and set to Joseph and Aratz. We have split sets, which means we'll be moving on to a third and final set in just 1 minute, 30 seconds. Reminder, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We're currently playing our third match of the day. Here we are in the ESPN3 Players Cage. Players come back here to take their breaks in between sets. See the Renegades squad there. They lost the first set, but did win the second set off some tremendous play there by Aratz. They're on the left side of your screen. Aratz says, no thank you for the spa treatment. See Joseph tying into his cesta, getting prepared for this third and final set. Here we have Benny of the Chargers, playing great there in the backcourt. Reminder, the scoring in Battle Court. First team to reach 6 points wins the set. First team to win 2 sets wins the match. We're in our third and final set here in our third match of the day, third of 6 scheduled matches. Elbarba has the serve for the Chargers. Elbarba serves, we begin. Here's the backhand by Benny. Aratz, backhand from the 12 line. Benny's there. Robote forehand passes. Well thrown by Elbarba. Benny's going to move up to take this on the right side. Throws it low and hard. Aratz is there. Robote forehand powerfully thrown. Here's the catch by Benny. Benny goes deep. Rotate forehand. Benny winds up. What a catch by Benny. The backhand's wild and in the overhead screen. First point of the decisive third set goes to Joseph and Aratz.
Actually, a great catch by Benny up there in the front court, but really not much he can do with it. That ball definitely not controlled in the basket, sent way up high in the overhead screen. Just a throw before that Philo. Got to open up a little bit more or just keep it to the inside, middle of the court. Didn't work out for him.
There's the backhand by Benny. Robote left side, caught in the air by Elbarba. Elbarba, split placement, stopped by Aratz. Aratz, great play to the side wall, well positioned. It scores 2-0 in favor of the Renegades. Joseph and Aratz. Joseph serves.
You keep that ball close to the side wall, good things happen. Right here, perfectly placed forehand. You see Benny tracking it, and then, yeah, just kind of ate him up off the side wall.
Scoop by Aratz. Big backhand. Robote coming out. Robote forehand by Elbarba to the outside. Aratz is on it. Fall down Robote. Here's Benny from the 8 line. Karam. Stopped by Aratz. He dropped it on the backswing. No shutout here. It's a point for Elbarba and Benny of the Chargers. Reminder, we are in the third and decisive set. First team to reach 6 points will win this match.
Aratz a little bit worried about that screen to his right. Didn't want to push off and be at jeopardy of losing the point, but that did kind of help that ball fall out of the basket. Took a little more time than he's used to winding it up.
Fault over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line. Splitter. Stopped by Elbarba. Elbarba from the forehand. That's a tough play off the side wall. Quick release by Aratz. Benny composes himself, makes the catch. Big backhand. Robote coming to Joseph. Joseph, Robote play. Stopped by Benny. Karam by Benny. Stopped by Joseph. He does not hold on. We're all tied up, 2 points apiece. Elbarba serves for the Chargers.
Yeah, at some point in this match, you just got to keep the ball away from Aratz, and you just find the easiest way to put points up on the board, and that's throwing 2 balls towards the outside in Joseph's direction. Moves Aratz around if he wants to make a play out there. Does force Joseph to get involved a little bit more, and that's when the Chargers have had success in this match.
Yeah, throwing the ball repeatedly to Aratz's left side just does not do anything. That's an overserve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the forehand 7 line.
It's not just Benny and Elbarba. We've seen it with a bunch of his opponents against Aratz.
Trying to outcatch Aratz or trying to see if he's going to drop it on the left side. You could spend weeks doing it.
Yeah.
Costado to the inside, scooped up by Benny behind the 10 line. Big backhand comes out to the Robote. Catch by Benny. Backhand. A little lower and harder. Robote for Aratz. He makes the save. Benny attacks up at the 6th line. 3-wall play. Stopped in the air by Aratz. Benny stops the ball midcourt. Low and hard to the inside. Aratz on the Robote save. Benny, midcourt. Goes for it again. What a catch by Aratz. Drop shot. Aratz has it up at the 6th line. Split placement caught by Benny. Low and hard by Benny. Scoop by Aratz. Robote forehand by Benny. Here's Aratz at the 8 line. Drop shot. El Barba gets there.
Wow,
Outside placement
Philo.
scores for El Barba. My, oh my, what a point. Beautifully played by both Benny and Aratz in the backcourt. El Barba finishing it off. Costado to the outside. 3 points.
And maybe that's going to be the difference and propel El Barba and Benny to victory right here. El Barba just needs to see one go in. It doesn't get much better than this. Philo split them. Perfectly done. Neither player even making a move towards it. That's how good that throw was. Perfectly placed by El Barba.
Fault underserve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Aratz. Robote forehand. Aratz is there. Benny makes the catch at the 11 line. Forehand low and hard to the inside. Aratz on the backhand from the 11 line. Robote forehand. Wonky bounce. Aratz chooses the Robote. Sends it high. Benny's got it. Winds up. 2-all. Stopped, but not held on to by Joseph. 4 points for the purple shirts. El Barba and Benny. El Barba serves.
Again, just a heavy dose. Balls to the outside from the Chargers in this set. And keep the strategy simple. Don't overcomplicate it.
This is as hard a fought match as I've seen.
Oh, absolutely. Third set, 6-3 both ways. A lead here late for the Chargers. See if they can hold it.
Backhand by Aratz. It passes. Robote for El Barba. El Barba hard to the inside. Aratz with a beautiful catch. Big backhand. Robote coming back out. El Barba on the Robote way to the inside.
Oh,
Aratz
my.
comes up with a magnificent catch on the backhand. Benny stops the ball at the 7 line. Low and hard. Caught in the air by Aratz. Scoop by Benny. Benny now in the front court. He scores on the forehand return. Possible match point for El Barba and Benny of the Chargers. El Barba serve.
The back quarter scooping it up in front of his front quarter. That is one I haven't really seen, but, you know, look at this matchup. El Barba a little bit deep. Benny, I mean, I've never seen him play with this much confidence in this third set. I mean, he's going tough catches, left side, right side. I mean, he went into that
done.
scoop. He knew he was going to make the play. He did. The forehand was just as perfect back to the inside. And now the Chargers have a couple points to work with here to close out the match.
Catch by Aratz. 2-all. Stopped by El Barba. El Barba from the forehand. Aratz makes the catch. Split placement. Will score. 3 points for Joseph and Aratz. Joseph has the serve. Still possible match point for the Chargers.
And the second time that El Barba's been beat net side on a 2-wall from Aratz, which is pretty surprising at doubles. You don't see too many of those, and El Barba's defense is one of the best in this 6th group. He's been protecting more of the split placement, which Aratz does tend to throw a bit more of here in this level. Got to make the adjustment here.
Benny from the costado to the inside, caught beautifully by Aratz. Here's Benny, backhand. Aratz comes out to make the Robote about the 6th line, lays it up inside. Here's Benny. Benny low and hard. Scoop by Aratz. Two all. Stopped by El Barba. Cortada
didn't
by
have
El
control.
Barba hits the pad, and the pad is bad. 4 points for Joseph and Aratz. Still possible match point for El Barba and Benny. Joseph has the serve.
I think the shot for either El Barba or Benny, if the opportunity presents itself, is a low, hard outside placement to Joseph. Takes Aratz out of it, forces Joseph to make a catch on the bounce, which he hasn't proven that he can do today.
Ball comes back to the inside. Benny's there. Big backhand. Aratz comes out looking for the rebote about the 4-line. Rebote to the inside. Benny takes it in the air. Hard throw. Good
What
catch
a
by
scoop.
Joseph. Joseph's backhand. A rebote to by Benny. Aratz for the rebote. He makes the save. Tremendous play. Benny calls for it and tipped it. Oh, my. We are at match point, the maximum number of points allowed in a set, 5-5 off a tip there. Whoever wins this point wins the match.
A little bit of traffic up there in the front court. Benny called him off and just didn't make the catch. Here we are, 5-5. Oh, he went for the
El Barba
serve.
goes for the serve,
Oh, my.
whips it inside. Aratz for the rebote.
what a
He makes
save.
the save. Here's Benny. Benny powerfully going
that
for
may
that
be
three-ball
out.
play. Will it land in? It lands out.
Oh, my.
That is point, set, and a hard-fought match for Joseph and Aratz, winning in the third and decisive set with a comeback, 6-5.
Wow, what a match. Decisive 11-point in our third set goes to Joseph and Aratz. 4 straight points, down 5-2, and they take it.
Ben really doesn't know how hard he hits. He really doesn't.
No,
He was giving Joseph a pat on the helmet, and instead we have a
He's in
concussion protocol coming up.
Yeah. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Joe Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an
by
amazing
Douglas.
catch.
Joe Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one. Let's take a look here at this game day scoreboard now. 3 points for the Renegades, inching closer to the Warriors. I think I misspoke a little bit earlier, Stu. I said the Renegades were 2 days, 1 day behind the Warriors, but that is actually 2 full game days behind those Warriors who are in second place. Renegades looking to get up into second, but probably won't have that opportunity here today. We're going to hear from our winners, Joseph and Aratz, in just a few seconds as we gear up for our 4th-ranked singles match next, Ubia against Arta. Here they are.
Right there.
5th team of the Renegades.
All right, Joseph Aratz, congratulations on winning that match. Your guys' record this season is 4-2. What's working so well on this team?
Yeah, we have a good communication, I think. Today the match we start bad, I think. We don't start like with all or I don't know. But then we fight a lot, so we have the win and I'm so happy for that because the win is always a win.
Right. Yeah. Not the best looking game, but we came out with the W, so.
Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. See what else happens on today's game day.
All righty. Thank you.
Thanks.
Ready to go with our next match. It's singles here. 2 of the last 3 singles. Arta for the Renegades takes on Ubia of the Chargers. There's the serve. We begin. Backhand to the inside. Played by Ubia. Rebote missed by Arta. First point goes to Ubia, the Chargers.
Again, you start that throwing motion before you have the ball in the basket. Oftentimes, just need to wait that extra however many milliseconds it winds up being just to get the ball in the basket.
Backhand just out of reach. Rebote left side is a 2-wall. That's too wide. Arta gets his first point. We're tied up. Ubia from the left side, low running backhand, pulled in by Arta. Ubia lines it up, another 2-wall. That's wide. 2 straight for Arta. He leads 2-1.
2-all not working for Ubia here in singles. Power on both sides. His catching has definitely improved. His rebote is spot on.
Can right on the wall. What a catch there by Arta. Ubia arranging back for it, takes it in the air. Backhand, high and hard, drops in the corner. Rebote forehand, laid up. Ubia on the right side, committed. Hard forehand to pass now. Cutting close inside, Arta lays it up. Nice rebote save. Ubia trying to get that 3-wall. Arta reaches up. Long drop shot, caught him going the other way. That's well thrown. And scoring. 3-1 lead for Arta.
Tremendous throw by Arta. Looked like he was throwing it back, dropped it inside. Very well done. In terms of court experience, Arta has about 8 to 10 months more playing experience on the court than Ubia.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Backhand, comes shooting off the back wall. Arta, beautiful rebote to the inside. Ubia tries a rebote on the backhand. That's not going to make it. 4 straight. Arta leads 4-1. Under serve. Second serve coming up. Backhand. Here's a rebote. Forehand laid up by Arta. Nice play. Erzubi in the backcourt from the 10th line. Low runner. That's
Tipped.
missed. (4-2). Ubia serves. Forehand to the inside, low and hard. Nice scoop by Arta backhand, played at the 9 line. This one launched out of reach. Ubia, powerful rebote over the top. Here's Arta, fake the 2-wall, put it inside. Ubia scooped it up. Backhand.
Tipped.
Tipped. Ubia has cut the deficit to just 1. He serves.
Again, by not throwing those shots like he was in the beginning, and he threw them off the court just by catching and throwing. He's managed to eke out a couple points here. Reminder of the scoring in Battle Court. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
Arta from the left side, low running backhand, comes shooting off the back wall. Ubia puts it up the middle. There's a scoop by Arta. High hard play, catches 3 walls. Ubia has to come back for it, and he digs it out. Arta from the outside, 2-wall, thrown in to score.
That was a beautiful Costado 2-wall thrown by Arta. Very well done.
He's got 5 points and a possible set point.
Arta does play primarily in the backcourt now, but he did play a number of years in the front court, so he is familiar with throwing shots. That is just a beautiful example of a Costado 2-wall thrown at the right time.
Ubia there just beyond the 10 line, backhand, stopped overhead. Arta. This one's out of reach. Ubia turns, look for the rebote. 2-wall.
Wow, that one worked.
Thrown very well to score. Extends the set. 4 points for Ubia.
Did flirt with the pad, but
Rebote forehand. Laid up. Ooh, that died off the front wall. He's not going to get up there. We are at 5-5. This is set point. Arta from the left side. Hard backhand, open it up. Wall to wall. On the side wall. Tough save by Ubia. Arta on the bounce, picks it up. 2-wall. Stop by Ubia. Puts it over the top. Arta, great catch. Low running backhand is tipped for the set. What a well-played point. Goes to Arta. He wins it 6-5. Minute and a half on the board. Come back and play set 2.
What a point. That was as hard a fought a point. That's as hard a fought point as I've seen. Here we are in the break in this singles match.
Yeah, I think
4th match of the day.
Is this the last point right here? I mean, look at this. I mean, we say on the wall.
That is on the wall.
Arta here. I mean, this is a pretty good 2-wall. Ubia showing you good foot speed, good range to get out there. Stops it.
So do we call that on the borderline of holding? Yes, we do. That's, yes, here at Magic City, that is definitely on the borderline of holding. Maybe one too many motions there for anything in the traditional world. For us, we maintain the rule as long as the basket remains in constant motion, you don't take too many steps, you can have it. There we are in the ESPN 3 players cage, and Ben firmly believes in this treatment in between sets. You don't know if the rest of his teammates do, but he does. Here we have,
it doesn't matter.
Here we have the Chargers. Well, at first I thought it was like one of those mosquito sprayers, and I didn't think that made any sense.
Yeah, not a whole lot of bugs.
Then he told me it was a cooling spa device. It's like, okay.
We'll run with that. Cooling spa device.
Yes.
We're ready to begin set number 2 here. Ubia serves to Arta. There's a serve. Our second set is underway. Backhand to the inside, stopped in the air by Ubia. Ubia just launches this thing wall to wall. Arta at the 3-line, returns a drop shot. Ubia takes off. He's going to get up there. Ubia from the forehand, 3-wall play. Arta read it, saved it, returned a 2-wall to score.
Oh my. Look at Arta go. Wow. Not only does he not say die, he goes out, he throws a fall down rebote. Look at this. Ubia says, I'm just going to kill this thing. Blam! Just throws it almost as hard as he can. Sends it out. Look at Arta, maintaining his focus, gets the cesta right in place, falls down, makes a beautiful 2-wall. Look at that.
What a play.
Beautiful.
What a play on the board first in set 2. Rebote stopped in the air. Ubia opens up for the carom. Not opening enough. Arta from the outside, low and hard. Ubia got a cesta on it. Couldn't scoop it up. 2 points for Arta to begin set 2.
That was really an amazing 2-wall by Arta. Very well done.
A great replay as well.
No question about it.
Ubia from just beyond the 11 line, backhand to the corner. Rebote forehand, that was dropping. Arta pushed it outside. Oh, but that landed in and it was tipped. That's going to be a 3rd point for Arta.
As we saw in the first set, Ubia definitely capable of coming back here for the Chargers, but don't want to let that many points get past you. If he's going to do anything, he's going to do it here, or needs to do it here, rather.
Arta from the inside, a 2-wall is too low. Just caught the top part of the pad. Any part of the pad is bad. Ball missed in the corner. It serves an ace. Ubia's cut the deficit to 1, 3-2. What a scoop there by Arta off the forehand. Rebote, this one back in the corner, comes shooting out. Ubia returns the 2-wall with a big bounce. Arta could not control it. We are knotted up 3 apiece.
He's wanted a couple of those. That time he got it. First 2 went out. 3rd one landed, but landed low. That one was flirting with the line. Landed in. Arta handles the serve. Big backhand, open it up. Rebote
Play to the inside, low and hard. Great scoop. The 2-wall follows, and it scores. What a combination
really well
by
thrown.
Arta. Retakes the lead 4-3.
I'll tell you, Arta just played.
Rebote left side, saved by Arta, coming out to the middle of the court, and it's tipped. Arta has 5 points. He's got a possible set and a possible match point. Under serve, second serve coming up. Rebote, forehand by Arta. Stopped overhead. Here's Ubia. Ubia, will throw over the top. Arta, great scoop. Softer touch on the 2-wall, not opening up. Ubia, hard over the top. Caught by Arta. There's the backhand. Ubia coming back for it. Digs out the rebote. Here's Arta, middle of the court on the right side. Low, hard forehand. That missed. Point, set, and match. Going to Arta in straight sets. 6-5, 6-3. Renegades add another point to their game day total now. They have secured at least a tie with 4 points. One doubles match left. That's up next. 4th division. Gonagan men take on Iturbide and Bradley. Then top-ranked singles will close it out. The Chargers need to win both to tie things up. Take a look. That's that game day score we were talking about with 4 points. Renegades have locked up the tie. Again, just 5.5 points separating the Renegades from second place. And after today's game day, after the full game day today, the Renegades will be 1 full day behind the Warriors. And surprisingly, 3 full days behind the Chargers. So actually, in terms of winning percentages this season, the Renegades, Warriors, and Chargers in that order. But right now, at this point in the season, some teams have played a couple more games. We have our winner, Arta, ready to go. Second interview today, 2-0 on the day. Let's hear from 4th division player of the Renegades. Here he is, Arta.
All right, Arta, congratulations on winning that match. Your record this season has been 2-1. What has been your success in singles so far?
Pretty much the same thing I said earlier with doubles. Keep practicing, keep trying to improve wherever I feel I'm not that strong, and that's about it.
Well, Arta, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what happens in today's game day.
Thank you, Angeles.
And coming up next, 4th division doubles. That brings out Gonagan Ben for the Renegades and Iturbide and Bradley for the Chargers. Iturbide and Bradley coming to this one undefeated in Battle Court, Stu. What a start it has been for that 4th division team, 6-0. Gonagan Ben here 3-2 through their 5 matches. Both teams plus 500. Should be the toughest test for Iturbide and Bradley in a while. See how this one goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our next match. Gonaga has a serve for the Renegades. Gonaga serves, we begin. Here's a backhand by Ben. Wall to wall, Rebote coming in low, Iturbide makes the save. Goanaga has it on the left side. Costado to the inside. Gets by Bragley and scores. Goanaga and Ben are first up on the board. This first set, Goanaga serves. Ball tipped. That's a point for Iturbide and Bragley. Iturbide serves. There's the backhand by Ben. Ball tipped in the backcourt. Second point for Iturbide and Bragley. Iturbide serves.
A lot of quick points so far to begin this match. It's usually been Iturbide killing the point up there, but just a couple misses on the catch to begin things here.
There's a catch by Ben. Backhand from the 11 line. Robote, that rebound off the back wall. Play to the inside. Scoop attempt is tipped by Goanaga. 3 points for the purple shirts. Iturbide and Bragley. Iturbide serves.
And for the Renegades here, just got to let Ben play in the back. Struggled in his opening match, but no chance if Goanaga is going to be scooping up there and trying to throw from the 8 or 9 line. Iturbide so good defensively and can make you pay from the offensive side as well.
Beautiful catch by Bragley. Here's the backhand from the 12 line. Goanaga's there. Catch by Iturbide. Backhand from the 9 line. Iturbide, backhand from the 8. Robote, forehand. Here's a catch by Iturbide. Costado inside. Caught on the forehand to Ben. Ben from the right side. Iturbide's there. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Here's Ben. Beautiful catch and a nice backhand from the 12 line. Robote forehand. Drop shot. Read by Goanaga. Stopped by Goanaga. Backhand. Out to the Robote at the 5 line. Here's the backhand. Good catch by Goanaga. Goanaga goes to the inside, and Iturbide is there. Backhand by Iturbide. Here's Ben. Backhand from the 12 line. Backhand 2-all. Caught by Goanaga in the air. What a catch by Bragley. Inside placement. Bragley got up there and made the catch. Here's the backhand by Ben. Here's the backhand. Robote forehand. Here's the backhand by Ben. Ben from the forehand. Iturbide cuts it off at the 6th line. Costado to the inside. Goanaga's there. In and out of the cesta the ball goes. 2 points for Goanaga and Ben. Goanaga serves. Powerful, powerful serve by Goenaga, caught beautifully by Bragley. Robote, left side by Goenaga. Ichibide is there, backhand. Robote left side, Ichibide is there. Powerful costado by Ichibide, scooped up beautifully by Ben on the 11 line. Here's Bragley, backhand. Big backhand, Robote coming out. Robote forehand, passes, caught by Bragley. Catch by Ichibide, he winds up, Costi to the inside powerfully, and it scores. 4 points for Ichibide and Bragley. Ichibide serves.
Yeah, Ichibide, one of the best costados on this roster. If he can get it up there in front of the 5 or 6 line, force Goenaga to defend the 2 wall. Ben's going to have to prove that he can make that catch deep in the corner on the inside off the bounce. And so far today, he's missed a couple in the first match, another one right here. Not his best day in terms of catching. Still a lot of highlight of play here and much needed points for his Renegade side.
Ben from the costado powerfully. Bragley, fine catch there at the 12 line. Big right side. Robote. Here's Bragley from the 11. Goenaga calls for the Robote, plays it inside. There's the backhand by Ben. Catch by Bragley. Goenaga on the forehand. Ball tipped in the backcourt. 3 points for Goenaga and Ben. Goenaga serves. Excellent catch by Bragley. There's the backhand. Ball tipped in the backcourt. 4-4 is the score. Goenaga has the serve.
Just a bunch of missed catches here by both backcourters. Bradley was terrific in that opening set. The first time out with Zuleika.
Yeah.
And a couple misses here, but still one of his better days overall. With 2 aggressive front quarters, you figure this match was going to be won or lost in the backcourt.
Here's a fine catch and a nice return by Bragley. Robote coming out. Bragley on the forehand. Powerfully passing. Robote high. Saved by Goenaga. Ichibide picks that up on the left side. Powerful backhand. Ben makes the catch. Makes sure that Goenaga clears out. And that ball is tipped in the front court. 5-4 in favor of Goenaga and Ben. Goenaga has the serve. Ichibide picks a phenomenal serve. That ball is thrown so hard inside, and Ben catches it beautifully. Here's Ichibide, backhand. Ben's there. Backhand from the 11 line. Ichibide calls for it, rifles it inside. Ben up high, tips it. It is 5-5, the maximum number of points you can go in a set. This is set point.
Yeah, that one looked like it kicked up a little bit. We had a clearer look. It came deep into the backcourt, and Ben just not really close to lining that one up. And the last second put the cesta a little bit higher, which would indicate that maybe that took an unnatural bounce. Either way, we're at 5-5. This is it. Set point. Sends a battle of in the backcourt, and so far, I mean, a couple misses both ways. See who's more solid here on this decisive 11 point. It's going to be the difference.
Powerful, powerful first serve. Ben makes a fine catch. Ichibide takes it in the air, winds up. Costado 2-all is ruled out. The official ruling is out. And it's been challenged.
All right, we're going to take a look here. I didn't decide. We see the 5-5 there. Boy, this is, since the original call was out, if they ruled that that ball was in, it's going to be a replay of the point, which is just a shame. That was a clean 2-all winner by Iturbide, and just the way that it's written right now, there's no, can't award a point when the original call is out. Stu, I don't think it's close. I mean, I think it's a foot in. I mean that's not a foot, but that's not close. I don't think it's particularly close.
That's 2 inches in.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't look. We see thousands of balls thrown every day.
Yeah.
And when they're close to the line, they tend
That's
to.
in.
Yeah, and that's going to be a shame.
So this is that replay rule that Iturbide clearly not happy with this. Point is being replayed. Iturbide has the serve.
Ball was ruled out. They're coming back with the official call. We saw that as well, but made it official. It is 5-5, replaying the point here.
Bragley on the catch. Forehand from the 11 line. Catch by Bragley. Backhand. Beautiful catch by Iturbide. Gonaga. Backhand from the 9 line. Catch by Bragley. Ben from the forehand at the 12 line. Iturbide, tough catch. Hard throw to the inside. Ben's there. Catch by Iturbide. Backhand. Catch by Iturbide. He winds up. Powerful costado thrown to Ben. Ben comes up with the catch. Catch by Iturbide. Another powerful costado. This one on the wall the whole way. What a catch by Ben. Iturbide again. Blasts the backhand. Caught by Ben. Iturbide again. Costado to the inside.
Oh,
that ball missed. Point and set to Iturbide and Bragley. Winning that first set 6-5. We'll put a minute and a half on the board, come back out and play our next set. So what you saw there is a unique rule that we have here in Battle Court, where if it is called out and it actually landed in on replay, it's replayed. If it's called in and landed out, well, it's the opposite.
Right. Well, I guess the best way to describe, well, why is that rule in place? If the ball was originally ruled in and replay says that the ball's out, you can award a point in that case. But in the opposite case, where the ball was ruled out originally and then replay says that it was actually in, it protects the defensive player and says, could they have had a chance to get it? Well, if the call was out, they stop play, maybe they wouldn't go for it. In that case, there's no chance that anybody in America, I don't think Bigfoot has the reach to get to it. But
I am a humble announcer.
Yeah,
I'm a humble announcer in the announcer's booth at Battle Court. And my position on it is that it's either in or out.
Sure.
It is either in or out, and the camera verifies if it's in or out. And yeah, Iturbide looked pissed. And if I were him, I would be pissed.
Yeah.
And I saw someone pissed before him. They were upset.
Yeah. I mean, it's that case. In some cases, the defensive player could have gotten to the ball, but Gonaga was, he was nowhere close. The intent, it is a well-intentioned rule to give the defensive player a chance, but there's some cases where a 2-wall or a shot is so well thrown that...
This is the second time we've seen it, too,
yeah.
where someone threw something intentionally and they scored with it, and it had to be replayed.
And I think both have affected the Chargers. I think it was also
last
with
time
the
happened
Chargers.
Too, which is why I imagine Iturbide was less than thrilled.
Right. But again, they know the rule, may not be happy with it, but are consistent. Thing is, though, the right team won the point. And Chargers do get that set 6-5. off a great rally. What a play by Ben there. That last point kind of overshadowed the replay conversation, but Ben's catching was spot on that last point. See if he can carry that over into set number 2.
There's the serve. We begin. Excellent serve by Goenaga to start things off here. First point for the Renegades. Goenaga and Ben. There's a Karen by Ben, really well thrown. What a catch by Goenaga, flying cross court to his left, made the catch. Here's the backhand by Iturbide. Forehand by Bragley. Here's the backhand by Bragley. Point 4, Goenaga and Ben. That's 2-0. Goenaga serves. Hard serve scores. 3 points for Goenaga and Ben. Goenaga serves. Fault underserve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. That ball's missed in the backcourt. That's a 4th point for Goenaga and Ben. Goenaga served. There's the backhand. 2-all. 2 score. Well played by Iturbide. Iturbide and Bragley are on the board with the point. Iturbide serves for the Chargers.
And throughout this whole match, it's just been a lot of quick points off the serve here in set number 2. Finally, Iturbide is getting into a rhythm and showing you what that Costado 2-all is capable of. Opening up wide again. First time he threw it, had to replay it, but that time you see again, Goenaga not close to it as it hits the floor and goes into the net.
Tremendous serve by Iturbide scores. 2 points for Iturbide and Bragley. Iturbide serves. Goenaga and Iturbide having a serve off. There's a catch by Iturbide back at the 9 line. Powerful backhand. Wall to wall. Goenaga calls for it. Catch by Iturbide down low. Costado to the inside at the sidewall. Ben hustling. He makes a great save. Here's Bragley from the 11 line. Ball tipped by Goenaga, jumping at the 10 line. 3 points for Iturbide and Bragley. Iturbide serves. Robote left side to the inside. Catch by Ben on the forehand. He comes over the top. There's the backhand. Powerful, powerful forehand. Lands off the court. 4-4 is the score. Iturbide serves.
Just like that, Chargers have come back in this match and tied things up 4-4. We're going to end this one in straight sets.
Robote to the inside. Here's the catch by Goenaga. Backhand, wall to wall. Robote for Iturbide. Forehand Robote passes. Coming out. Catch by Iturbide. Iturbide from the 2-wall. That lands in to score. Beautifully executed by Iturbide. Quite the comeback here. Iturbide and Bragley have 5 points. It is possible set, possible match point for Iturbide and Bragley.
Nobody is throwing the 2-wall better than Iturbide right now,
Today.
Stu.
No way.
I mean, the last couple of weeks, these things are opening up wide. They've got good power. Can't even see it as they're opening up and then ending up in the net there on the outside. So well done. Chargers can end it in straight sets here.
Big backhand by Ben. Robote by Iturbide to the inside. It's going to take a big, big bounce and
That'll
score.
do it.
Point and a straight set victory for Iturbide and Bragley, taking it 6-5, 6-4.
Bradley and Iturbide 7-0. A full season will be 10 games, so these guys are more than halfway to completing a perfect season. What a start I have had. Just keep on delivering for these Chargers. One match left. 1 point up for grabs in singles. Zuleika will have a chance to tie up the game day against Gaucheri.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
See the game day scoreboard there, just 1 point separating these two teams, but the bottom row, that's what you got to look out for. 5.5 points separating the Renegades and the Warriors right there. And 1 point up for grabs. Going to be a crucial match here for both of these teams. Before we get to that, we're going to hear from Iturbide and Bradley. There they are, the undefeated team for the Chargers.
All right, Iturbide, Bradley, congratulations once again. 7-0 this season, undefeated so far. What's working so well with this team?
I keep on saying it. It's this guy right here. He's amazing in the front, and I'm just there for support.
No, los dos luchamos, los dos trabajamos.
We both really fought. We both really worked.
Y somos los que hemos cometido menos errores.
And we just had less errors than the other team. Well, guys, again, congratulations on winning that match. Let's see what else happens. Thank you.
Up next, look at Gaucheri and Zuleika up there. Renegades versus Chargers all day today. We close it out with this top-ranked matchup. First matchup this season between Zuleika and Gaucheri. Played twice last season. Gaucheri won them both. See if that'll hold true again here in Spring 24 Battle Court. Gaucheri has a serve. We are ready to begin. Here's a serve. We begin. Forehand Robote, power to the inside. Zuleika lines it up. Robote well placed. Better catch there by Gaucheri. Crashes into the sidewall. Hard backhand. Robote forehand. Stopped in the air. Here's Gaucheri. Opens up for the carom. Not opening up enough. Stopped on the outside. Zulaika. Powerful throw. Is tipped. First point of our final match to Zulaika of the Chargers.
Overpowering power here from Zulaika. Just really well done.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Gaucheri opens up with the backhand. Here's Robote, forehand. Powered over the top to the inside. What a scoop by Gaucheri. Robote forehand laid up there by Zulaika. Gaucheri backs up. Stops there at the 9 line. Shoots a 2-wall. Zulaika gets up there before the second bounce. His carom return is low. That caught the pad, and the pad is bad.
He
1-1.
wanted that carom so bad. Really trying to, again, like we said once upon a time, like slicing cheese at the deli counter. You want it thin. I don't know that everybody out there wants it thin, but if you like your cheese thin, that's what Zulaika was trying to do. Caught the pad.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up. Here's Gaucheri at the 11 line. Backhand. Into the corner. Robote forehand. Power to the inside. That just does clear the overhead screen. Robote power to the inside. Here's Gaucheri. Wall. It's too wide. That lands out of play. Oh, what a serve by Zulaika. That brings him to a 3-1 lead.
So Gaucheri's trying to get a running start on that. May have been better off just watching it come off the side wall and lining up a catch.
Gaucheri from the left side, backhand. Dropped into the corner. There's a Robote forehand by Zulaika. Zulaika, hard play, high off the front wall. Gaucheri into the 2-wall. That one too wide. 4-1 advantage for Zulaika.
Gaucheri may be feeling a little bit of pressure to try to land something. Obviously, he throws the 2-wall as effectively from the costado as anybody who's ever played at Magic City. So for him to land it wide there in singles, a little surprising.
Gaucheri opens up with the backhand. That clears the overhead screen. Forehand powered inside. Good catch there by Gaucheri. Backhand. Forehand, Robote sent up in the overhead screen, which is out of play. 2 points for Gaucheri. one coming up the middle. Gaucheri on the rebote. Keeps it inside. Zulaika, nice catch. Hard backhand follows. Hard backhand again. Gaucheri out at the 8 line. Tries to turn it into a 2-wall. That's too low. Zulaika with 5 points. He's got a possible set point.
I can't remember, and I'm not the statistician. I know you are. I can't remember the last time that I saw Gaucheri plant one in the middle of the pad on a Costado 2-wall. Statmaster 2024. Anything?
We'll get you something. It'll churn something out here in a minute.
All right. Punch cards.
Rebote left side by Zulaika. Big bounce, and it's tipped. Point and set. Zulaika 6-2. Minute and a half on the board. We'll come back and play set 2.
So, Zulaika taking it to Gaucheri. Now, as I'm looking at the play from today, Gaucheri did lose the first match. It was a doubles match, so that was a bit on these. That's a bit surprising. Gaucheri usually on the winning side of things. Obviously, the most dominant player we have here at Magic City. We have some dominant players right behind him, but consistently these last 3 years, he's just been, I mean, he's just such a fiery player. Zulaika coming into his own here in his second year of Battle Court. Again, getting used to this court is so important. And Zulaika is basically bringing the aggressiveness to Gaucheri. Gaucheri, obviously, we saw this the other day, not leaving the court. I forgot who it was, but staying out on the court.
Inaki.
It was Inaki.
The
that's
team
right.
came out
that's
there,
right.
Gave him some fluids, talked to him. That was great. That was great teamwork there.
That's right. In this case, there's something we said. Look,
Yeah.
I'll take the minute 30 break, but
I
have no desire to go in the cage.
Probably a long minute 30 here for Gaucheri. He just wants to play and get a point up on the board and win this match in 3 sets.
Talk about poking the bear. Yeah. I imagine that is a poked bear.
Yeah, it looks like he's ready to throw this serve through the front glass. See what happens here. Set 2. Ready to begin. Second serve begins our second set. Rebote left side by Gaucheri. Here's Zulaika into the 2-wall. Stopped by Gaucheri on the outside. Powerful throw over the top. That's going to land in and score. First point of our second set to Gaucheri. Nice catch overhead by Gaucheri. Backhand to the inside. Stopped overhead by Zulaika. Zulaika low runner. Here's Gaucheri. Blast the backhand just out of reach. Zulaika digs out the rebote on the back end. Gaucheri caught the corner. Here's Zulaika. Faked the 2-wall. Kept it inside where it scores.
The ability to fake is so important. Gaucheri's got one of the best fakes on the roster, as does his brother Aratz. They both have really, really good fakes. By fake, we mean when they catch it specifically on the Costado and they're leaning back, you don't know if they're going inside or throwing the 2-wall.
Here's Gaucheri, inside placement.
Good read.
Nice scoop there by Zulaika, the 2-wall.
Oh, what a catch.
Reach by Gaucheri. He scooped it, put it inside where it scores. 2-1 lead for Gaucheri of the Renegades.
Got to give Zulaika credit trying to make that catch, though. He saw it coming back about 1,000 miles an hour, and he said, I'm standing here. Let me just try to catch this thing. Didn't work out the way he wanted, but.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up. What a catch by Gaucheri. That crossed the side wall. Here's Zulaika from up the 8. Low runner again. Gaucheri's nice catch. Hard backhand follows. Forehand Rebote. Trying to get it overhead. Zulaika leaping grab. This one caught the corner. Gaucheri stands in there. Gaucheri's carom blasted in to score. 3-1 lead for Gaucheri.
I mean, this is an aggressive style of play from Gaucheri that we're used to seeing. But seeing it against Zulaika, who's also playing aggressively, it's just beautiful. Look at how hard they're fighting it out. It's not. I'm going to say this. It's missing the fun element that Gaucheri Douglas has. You know, those are aggressive, fun matches. This is just aggressive. Oh, what a serve!
Well placed serve by Gaucheri. That's an ace. 4-1 lead. Great catch by Zulaika, backhand. Gaucheri let it pass, looking for it on the backhand. Nice play to the inside. Zulaika coming cross court. What a scoop. Here's Gaucheri just beyond the 10 line. Big
coming
backhand. This one clears the overhead screen. Zulaika missed the rebote. 5-1 lead for Gaucheri. He's looking to push this to a third and decisive set.
The problem that you get into when you're backpedaling, as Zulaika was there, is that you become sometimes convinced that you're not going to get there, so you focus more on your running than you are on the ball. You've got to maintain a laser-like focus on the ball. Watch that ball come into the cesta. Focus on the ball. If it passes you, it passes you. But if you start thinking about your footwork, it's easy to miss that rebote.
Big backhand there by Zulaika. Rebote powered again. Out of reach. Zulaika now digs one out. Nicely played to the inside. Scooped by Gaucheri. There's the backhand. Rebote left side. Inside placement. Just out of reach. Here's Gaucheri again. Zulaika advancing up at the 6 line. Powers it inside. Gaucheri looking for the rebote. Inside placement. There's a scoop. The 2-wall. But that's too wide. Point and set. Gaucheri takes it 6-1. We're going to a third set. 1 minute and 30 seconds.
No question that Gaucheri dominated and won in that second set. He will come back to the ESPN 3 players cage this time. Zulaika, 2 missed opportunities there. 1 2-wall that he might normally throw and a carom that he might normally throw. Again, knowing he was so far behind in the points for that second set. Just not willing to risk it. So Zulaika winning the first set 6-2. Gaucheri winning the second set 6-1.
And game day still up for grabs here. Guess not really up for grabs. That would insinuate that one team would win it. There's a chance for the Chargers to tie. Both teams would finish the day with 4 points. This is the first of 3 matchups between the Renegades and Chargers, and all of them, Stu, are coming here in middle March to middle of April. All in about a 1 month span, you'll be seeing these teams go at it 3 times. 2 of the top contenders, and they're playing like it today.
Cherry already back on the court. Zulaika. It all comes down to this third set. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match. Zulaika won the first set. Goshari won the second set.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to begin set number 3. Zulaika will serve to Goshari. Backhand by Goshari. Here's the rebote. Zulaika up at the 8 line. Powers it to the inside. Scoop is tipped. Zulaika on the board first in our third and decisive set.
That'll tell you how much heat was on that ball. Goshari, you can count on one hand the scoops that he's missed in 2024. That would be one of them. That ball was coming fast and hard right at his feet.
Fault over serve. Second serve coming up.
Beautiful serve. Going deep to the box. That's what you want to see. You want to see it come deep to the box and crossing the side wall there. About the 11-12 line. Setting up a difficult catch for your opponent. And also making it difficult for him to do anything coming out of the corner.
What a catch. Goshari ripped that ball off the side wall. Rebote coming out. Zulaika powers it to the inside. Good catch by Goshari. Backhand. Stopped overhead. Here's Zulaika. Backhand just out of reach. Goshari coming back for it. Makes the save to the inside. Zulaika got to dig another one. He does. Sends Goshari into the backcourt. Stops there at the 11 line. Backhand. Hard play to the inside. Comes shooting out. Turn 2 walls. But that is too wide. Goshari. It's his first point and the serve.
Saw that leaving the sidewall. It's just had a bit too much on it to land in. Good effort by Zulaika. Also, this rebote that he threw back here, that's court awareness, something that he might not have thrown even 6 months ago.
Backhand clears the overhead screen. Goshari on the move up at the 7 line. Dropped inside. Scoop by Zulaika. Backhand low runner. Stopped here by Goshari. Goshari to the inside, just out of reach. Rebote's there, but it's not played. 2 points for Goshari.
We'll see if Zulaika is able to keep the gap close or advance past Goshari.
High hard backhand, open it up. Goshari up at the 5 line, turns it lower. Zulaika caught it in the air into the 2 wall, but that is too wide. 3-1 lead for Goshari.
So good thinking. The thinking behind the shot was he knew that he had Goshari backpedaling to the outside. Difficult for him to make the catch, although Goshari is one of those guys who will make that catch. But the inside was wide open. He didn't see the inside, or if he did, he just opted not to throw it there. That inside, if he would have been able to switch his positioning just slightly, inside was wide open.
Rebote left side. Goshari just keeps it inside. Big bouncer controlled and juggled. Juggling on the catch of Zulaika. That is a 4-1 lead for Goshari. There's a strong backhand. Again goes Sherry, left side rebote. Hard to the inside. Scoop
Off the tip.
is tipped. Sherry has brought it to 5-1. Possible set. A possible match point. Sherry again looking for that rebote. Inside placement. Scoop by Zulaika. Zulaika aggressively. What a nice pick up there at the 8. Sherry throws it wall to wall. Rebote forehand is missed. Point, set, and match. Sherry takes it in 3 sets. Renegades win the game day 5-3. Stay tuned for the post-game show coming your way in just a few moments.
What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
Right, another
one.
made. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Sherry, 2-wall return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Hi, everyone. Welcome into the Battle Court post-game show. Stu Nyman here with Andrew Bleckman. Renegades win the game day. It was close. Came down to that final match, 5-3. Your final score in the Renegades' favor. Let's cut to some of the highlights and recap we saw behind us today on the Battle Court. Got started with this second-ranked matchup, Gosheri and Ben against Iturbide and Ubia.
Some beautiful catching by Ubia there in the backcourt. Gosheri always explosive whenever he's on the court. Have to say, a little surprised at the outcome of this first match.
Absolutely. You see a couple serves like that.
Just absolute bullets. I mean, and you see Ubia turning his head, but not entirely. But Ubia's catching gradually came on, but Iturbide was absolutely on fire. Consistently throwing costados to the inside throwing the ball where his opponent, just that's what we mean by Costado right there. Just beautifully, beautifully done.
And Iturbide here, you're seeing a bunch of these. Costado right on the side wall. Tough for Ben to handle.
Beautiful serve here by Iturbide, keeping that away from Gaucher. Ben just having never settled the ball in his cesta. Yeah. When the ball comes into the cesta, you basically catch it as though you were catching something on a 2x4. Just catching something flat. You'd have to give with your wrist, sure, whatever you'd have to do to settle it, and then control it in the basket. That one went the favor of the Chargers.
And that brought us out to match number 2, going Arta against Zulaika and Bradley.
Fine catching by Zulaika in the front, but was most impressive to me was the way he partnered with Bradley. And I'd have to say that the Renegades came into this match with a plan. Basically pound the backcourt, just keep pounding them to the backcourt, keep working the weaker of what the perceived weakness in the Chargers, and that was Bradley, but it didn't work. Bradley hung in that backcourt and made spectacular catch after spectacular catch after spectacular catch. Bradley has the least experience of anyone on that court and hung in there beautifully.
Look at Goanag aggressively. You know, he's always looking for the serve, picks it there. But you mentioned Bradley's play, scooped it up.
Also, Zulaika playing a little bit better with. See, there's the right. Once that left hand, you can have incidental contact with the screen. That's why you see the judge pointing at the screen. Once you grab at it, it's potentially moving the screen out of the way to settle yourself or to give yourself an extra second catch the ball. One way or the other, it's just difficult to make that catch.
And Goanaga and Arta get the win, tied up the game day at that point, brought us to the 5th doubles match, which may be the most fun of the day.
These 5-ranked matches do tend to be fun.
Yes.
Look at that. Just Barber just gets out of the way. If he's hit with that ball, they lose the point. Benny. Just needed another inch before he could settle that ball in his cesta.
Look at that, both players going for it. Renegades
yeah, that's the
running.
one that took a weird bounce off the back wall, came back to the inside. No one was expecting that.
Yeah, that was the end of the first set. Chargers get a crucial point. And here moving on to set 2. That one just missed.
Elbarba fired up. Elbarba again continuing some really good play. I'll tell you, Arat's absolute standout. Look at that positioning of that throw, just perfect. Again, we do have many experiences in Battle Court of teams and individuals who play absolutely fantastic, but still just can't come up with the win.
Look at that. Great effort. Had it for a moment, but trying to avoid the net. Just lost control of the ball.
Drop shot.
Long drop shot.
Barber gets in there and boom to the outside.
It looked like the Chargers were in full control of this match. I think that brought it to 4-2, and then they opened up a 5-2 lead. You see late on here, catches like that by Aratz turned it into a shot. Oh no, this was the play that brought it to 5-2. Look at Benny, just takes over. Figure the Chargers maybe had it in the bag right there, but you see the run. Elbarba picks the serve. This is at 5-5, puts it on the wall no less. What a save by Aratz.
Tremendous.
You see Benny advancing. Look at this throw. Just a bit too much angle. We didn't really get a good look at where it landed, but yeah, that's well out.
More than a foot out.
Yeah, tough play. Ball lands out. Renegades come back. They win the final 4 points to get that match in 3 sets. Then that brought us to our first of 2 singles matches on the day. 4th division, Arta against Ubia.
Again, did not know which way this one was going to go. Arta has more experience on the court playing-wise than Ubia. Ubia, though, has been playing much better in 2024 than we saw certainly at the end of 2023. Same thing for Arta, though. Arta's been playing much better as well.
This scooped it up right into the 2-wall.
This is the one. Did he take too many steps? Was there too much movement? Maybe. Maybe there was.
But Arta puts it right on the wall and out of reach of Ubia, ending that set in his favor either way. And coming out here with set 2. Off the rebote, turns it into a drop shot.
Oh, this was beautiful. Ubia comes in and blasts it. Arta left kind of mid-court. Never mind. I'll go for the fall down 2-wall rebote.
Look at that, opening up, and
Good for
Ubia
Arta.
right away. Giving his props. Got to recognize a great shot when you see one. Just a great effort.
Absolutely.
Turned into something special.
Just don't give up on it.
Yep.
Don't give up on it. Continue to follow it as long as you can get assessed on it. Try to make the play. Look at that. Boom, boom.
Wow. Ubia now, fall down save, missed by Arta.
Beautiful scoop by Arta. And
His
nice
catching,
2-all.
yeah, the catching of Arta was,
Has
you
done.
saw that miss there, but he made a bunch of tough catches, setting up a couple of 2-walls. You see that one landing in nicely. In here, low and hard.
Yep.
Scoop missed. Arta, straight sets. Adds his third singles win this season. With that win. And then Iturbide and Bradley look to remain perfect against Goanaga and Ben.
Again, with Iturbide in the front court throwing shot after shot. And again, Iturbide and Bradley came into this undefeated, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah. 6-0.
They've been playing very well together. So this was the challenge. Challenge went in the favor of the Chargers. Second set was looking bleak for the Chargers for a little bit. Then all of a sudden, Iturbide found his mojo. Once he did, started landing balls in, positioning them perfectly.
See here, Iturbide a lot more active, back to the inside. And not great communication for the Renegades. Tough day for him, but Iturbide and Bradley proving to be too much yet again. 7 wins in a row, just 3 wins away from a perfect season. Chargers kept the game day alive. It was 4-3 going into our final match. Zuleika against Gaucheri, and a hot start here by Zuleika.
Yeah, no, these top-level singles matches are always fun and always impressive. It was unusual to see Gaucheri drop a set, but Zuleika was locked in to this first set. Then there was some question as to whether or not he had poked the bear, and he did. Gaucheri came out firing on all cylinders afterwards.
I mean, look at that catch. On the bounce, powers it inside. I was able to score, and I don't think, 6-1, 6-1 the final 2 sets for Gaucheri. Not many more points for Zuleika. You see a carom, perfect. Rebote to the inside, just missed. Yeah, but I don't know. Looked like maybe Zuleika towards the end of it was just a bit fatigued, not moving quite as well, shooting a bunch of 2-walls and not keeping many in play.
If he could have finished it in the 2 sets.
I think he kind of gave it a go there and unable to do so.
And that third set, Gaucheri was just spot on.
See a couple of these replays finishing up. Rebote missed. Clean swing and a miss there at the end. Gaucheri wins that singles match. And the game day for his team. Renegades take the day 5-3. And what it was the first of 3 scheduled appearances between these 2 teams this season. Stu, a lot of fun. And let's see those standings here, because now things are getting pretty close and pretty interesting. Up there at the top, you see the Chargers 2 days ahead of the Warriors and 3 days ahead of the Renegades. And 4.5 points separating second and third, and then just 10 points separating first all the way down there to third place. And the game days, that rightmost column is very important. You're going to have an opportunity to collect those points as we move through the season. So actually, in terms of winning percentage, I think it goes Renegades, Warriors, Chargers in that order. Those are your top 3. So player of the day, Stu, for today as well.
A lot of discussion about player of the day, and not a lot of arguing. And actually, to be honest with you, we really just kind of kid around about there's really not much arguing that goes on in the announcers booth. So Iturbide played fantastic.
Yep.
Iturbide was player of the day just the other day. Arta had 2 wins. Arta being discussed right up until the end. Arta really seeming to do very well throughout the day, so definite contender for player of the day. But the name that kept coming to me was Bragley. And primarily why it kept coming to me is look who Bragley was on the court with in those matches. He lost 1 match. He did win the other match, but he was just locked in the backcourt, making catches with players who have a minimum 10 years more experience than he does. He maintained his composure. He kept up with them. The communication with Zuleika was better than we've seen. They didn't win. Communication was spot on with Iturbide, and how that's been such a dominant team, I really can't explain, but it has been. So player of the day for me, the player who's exceeding expectations, Bragley.
And let's hear from number 5 player for the Chargers. Hey everybody, we are here with Bradley, player of the day today for the Chargers. Your 4th team with Iturbide is just on fire. What is it like playing behind a guy that is just in rhythm out there?
Oh my gosh, it's absolutely amazing. He's on point like so often. I'm just there to back him up, you know. So.
Yeah, and speaking to your game this season, you've made quite a leap, staying healthy out there, looking good. What is it like? I mean, you're out there with guys that have years and years of professional experience, and you're just in your 6th or 7th year.
Yeah, it's very intimidating. But I've had a competitive spirit since, you know, I was knee-high to a grasshopper, so I'm just out there fighting every day.
Well, Bradley, your team fought today. Nice 3 points against the Renegades. He is our player of the day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brad. Thank you. And that was Bradley, our player of the day for today, Stu.
Absolutely.
All right, tomorrow we're going to return with the Warriors and Cyclones in action. These will be the 6 matches in order. Williams and Julin take on Carballo and Flores. Then Cray and Bueno in singles, followed by Douglas and Manu in singles. So 2 in a row. Then 3 doubles will close it out. Cray and Manny against Flores and Lopez. Douglas and Nicholas against Carballo and Manu. And then the finale, Williams and Manny against Ikeda and Bueno. Stu and I will be back here on the call for tomorrow's games, 5 p.m. Eastern time, the start between the Warriors and the Cyclones. Again, he's Stu Nyman. I'm Andrew Blackman. We'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy your night,
See you
everybody.
tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Do you have any serving rituals?
Yeah, I have a lot of them.
Today we're comparing the tennis ball to the highlight ball.
Just like that effortless look, you know, but it's really a lot of effort.
5 facts about Battle for Highlight you didn't know.
The ball averages a speed of 150 miles an hour, and the world record is 190 miles an hour.
Hi, my name is Anderson, and I cracked this glass.
I love y'all boys!